Hello, everyone. I am Paige. I am a Bay Area native. I am 29 years old. I work in the technology industry. I'm super into fitness, have played soccer my entire life. I'm one of four, very close to my siblings. Prior to meeting Eldon, I was going through a huge transition in my life. I went through a 5.5 year breakup. So that was a big catalyst. And I felt super depressed as a result of that huge life transition. A lot of very intense emotions were coming up for me that I did not know how to deal with. For the first time in my life, I felt very low, very depressed, of course, because the life transition, but not just only that, I felt called to really get to know myself on a deep level. So I was tasked with this huge life transition and feeling very, very depressed. But then I also felt, you know what, regardless of this life transition, I want to get to know myself on a deep level because I don't understand what these intense emotions are coming up about, what they are, how I connect with my body. I also started realizing, wow, I have a lot of trauma from my childhood that I never knew existed before. Up until that point, I thought, my life is perfect. I'm perfect. I don't have trauma, because this trauma word I thought associated with people that, that go through, other intense things that I didn't have. So I never associated myself having trauma. So those were some of the things I was dealing with. And I really wanted to improve my self-love. What's interesting is growing up, everyone said to me, wow, you're so confident, Paige. And so I kind of carried that narrative with me all throughout growing up. So anyways, in summary, I was going through a life transition. I wanted to get to know myself better, and I wanted to work on my self-love because I think that's everyone can always improve more of their self-love. So the reason I specifically chose to work with Eldon is because I wanted a comprehensive program. I was researching and looking to see who would be the best fit for me. And there's different people out there. And for me, I wanted someone comprehensive. What does comprehensive mean? I wanted someone that was going to help guide me. I wanted someone that was going to help allow me to connect more with my body, my mind, my soul. I didn't want just like a single approach. I wanted a place to come where I was going to be able, I didn't want to come to a place where I was just venting about my problems and just, being a broken record, because I could write a book on all my problems. I knew that very well. I needed someone that was going to help allow me to fulfill my full potential. And I wanted someone that was going to help me allow myself to change my life. And Eldon was kind of that sounding board, or that kind of mechanism to help me feel myself to change my life. And so during our sessions, he helped guide me, and he kind of steered the sessions. I didn't come to the sessions and just say, hey, I'm so depressed. I'm so sad. I feel stuck. Many times we're all stuck and we don't know what to do. So I wanted a guide or a coach where I could come to, and he was going to say, okay, this is what the session is going to be today based on all of the challenges you're going to go through. And it was very personalized and specific to the things I was dealing with. Also, he focuses on so many different areas. So when I said I want comprehensive, it's somatic work with the body, it's release practices, it's affirmations, it's visioning, it's conscious expressions, and so much more. So that's what I mean when I say comprehensive. Also, I didn't want the session just to end, one and done each week, or however many sessions you'd like. I guess the frequency, I wanted it to continue. So Eldon gives homework, and then he shares incredibly powerful PDFs and different sheets that are aligned with the different challenges that you're facing, and what you want to work on. So that was really, really helpful. I wanted it to be comprehensive and multifaceted. So that's why I chose to work with Eldon amongst many other people that are out there. I felt like his was the best offering. Yeah. Wow. There was so much during the work with Eldon that was so impactful and allowed me the ability to change my life. Um, I think if there was one thing I had to choose, it would probably be the body associate exercise and connecting with the sensations. Eldon takes you through a framework and a process where you associate with your body and then connect with the sensations that come up. It's incredibly powerful, incredibly thorough, and it's not just one session, it's throughout. But prior to working with Eldon, I was so driven by my mind. I had no idea what sensations in the body were. I had no idea to connect with my body. It was so hard to do any of this. And this changed my life because I now know, okay, this is what's going on my body. This is what it means. I don't have to disassociate. I don't have to run away from it. There's nothing to be scared of. I am safe. And when you get to a place of feeling safe and at ease, you can live in a more fulfillment, and you can live in a more of a state of flow and love rather than fear. So I would say that was maybe one of the most life impactful things that we worked on together. I now have the tools to handle any situations that life throws at me. And I think what that means in tangible terms is I can 100% self-regulate my nervous system and my body. You know, when I first started working with Eldon, my life was in complete panic and, so many different chaos and life-changing situations. And so I felt, I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. And now anything that comes up, I just feel at ease, relaxed. I think the best way to explain this is I trust myself. I can connect with my intuition, and I feel guided by myself. And when different sensations come up in my body, I know what it means and what to do with it. And now I can peacefully just connect with myself, and I don't feel alarmed. And I just feel I'm living more at ease with life and like flowing, rather than living in a state of fear. And it's crazy because I had no idea how much I was living in a state of fear and how my limiting beliefs were holding me back. So that's pretty awesome and self-empowering. I would say I'm the happiest I've ever been, and living more in a state of flow and love than constant fear, constant anxiety, constant depression, constant stuckness. But I think what that is a attribute of is I'm no longer held back by self-limiting beliefs around not being good enough or other limiting beliefs that are stopping me from achieving what I really want out of life. And the ironic thing is, I used to never even know what my self-limiting beliefs were. And I think if you don't know what's holding you back in life, how can you really achieve what you want in life? And so now I can just live my life really to the fullest because I know what I want and I know what used to be holding me back. If I had never worked with Eldon, I imagine I would, wow, that's pretty crazy to think about because I'm so happy and glad where I'm at today. But I think I would most likely be in a severe state of depression, living in a self-victim state, wondering why life is happening to me rather than knowing life is happening for me and how miraculous life really is. I think I would keep asking myself why my life is going this way. And it would be a pretty dark place. But I think when you become self-aware, you truly get to know yourself and you can really create the life of your dreams. So I'm so glad I don't have to be in that state of before working with Eldon. Truthfully, my only regret is not seeing Eldon sooner. You can't put a price on your health and happiness. Before seeing Eldon, I wasn't in a good place. I remember not wanting to get out of bed, or I would go a week or a few weeks feeling happy and then coming back to feeling super, super low. And it would be this vicious cycle for, a month or so, on and off, on and off. It would be a yo-yo. I kept telling myself it would get better, it would get better. But sometimes you need a guide to help you through it. My question to you is, how worth it to you is it to find joy, to be happy, to be at ease, and to create the life of your dreams? You are no different than I am. We are all the same. The difference is, how willing are you to commit to yourself and doing the work? I think when I look back on where I was at, it was pretty scary, pretty dark. I actually just started to believe this is going to be my life. Some people have better cards than others, and I guess I didn't hit the jackpot. I got the cards of depression and, sadness and feeling stuck. And no matter what, this is just going to be my life. But it's just not the truth. It's not the truth. I think the thing I'll leave you with is, if you continue doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, that's insanity, right? So why don't you just invest in yourself and, commit to doing something different and be open to getting a different result? Eldon has been the mechanism to allow myself to change my life. And it's so empowering because now I feel invincible. I'm so happy. I no longer get worked up. I can't even imagine feeling stuck anymore. So